Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. This is my eBay haul for, whoops, let's keep the tripod standing, from Friday, July 27th through Sunday the 29th. I hit a few, and by few I mean very few, garage sales Friday and Saturday. Like I said in a previous video, for some reason, the past few years, July and August have just kind of been really dead. I think it has to do with the fact that it's just so ungodly hot and humid here that people just don't want to have to deal with being outside in the heat all day, which I can't blame them. So things should pick up a lot in September as far as that stuff goes. And then I went to a temple sale on Sunday. So on Friday I had an appointment at 9 or 9:30. I think it was 9:30. So I had to, I knew I had to hit the sales as fast as I could. And then when I looked up the sales, I realized there was only one, which is really sad. But I decided I would hit that one and, you know, cross my fingers. It was a strange one. It was done by a company. So it was kind of a combination of a yard sale / estate sale. It was at this old piece of farmland in our town. It's got some historic outbuildings on it, and they usually do a farmer's market there every weekend. And I guess these people rented out their outbuildings so that they could have their quote-unquote yard sale. So I went there, and of course I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm not finding anything. And it was getting close to the time where I had to leave and go to my appointment. So luckily, in addition to some brand new golf balls that I found for my husband, which he was really thrilled about, yay. I still don't understand the whole golf thing, but anyway. I saw this box, and when I looked at it, I saw that it was marked the Irwin company, or no, the Irwin bit right here. It's very heavy. Parts of the closures are missing, but that's okay. Whoops, didn't know it did that. But I found all these auger bits, and there's a whole bunch of them in there. It's a full set plus a few extra ones. So they wanted $8. So I gave them $8 because I looked it up on eBay, and one of the full sets without the extra pieces is going for about $75. So bought that. I don't usually buy tools. Every once in a blue moon I buy tools. My husband always tells me, you know, look for Snap-on, and some Craftsman things are good, and this, that, and the other thing. And I have bought tools in the past. It's just not a very common thing for me. So I brought these home and I showed them to my husband, and you could tell, you know, he was kind of proud of me. He's like, yeah, you know, these aren't bad. I'm like, so I did good? Well, you know, yeah. And I said, so you would have bought these? Yeah, I would have bought those. So, anyway, got those, and hoping to get, like I said, around 75. So that was it for Friday. So then on Saturday, I think I went to like 4, and I only bought stuff at 2. The one that I bought stuff at, I've been there before, I've bought stuff there before. Their prices are, you know. But I spent $22 there. And I'll show you what I got. First things I got, whoops, Jesus, what is wrong with me? It's early in the morning. I don't think my reflexes have woken up yet this morning. This is a 3-piece set from LAFCO. Peach and marigold. Got soap. This is hydrating lotion, which it doesn't want to show you right now. There we go. And then this is hand cream. So I looked these up. People have them up. They're not really selling right now, but I figure, you know, around Christmas time they'll probably go for gifts. The soap wasn't selling as well as these two. Well, actually, the soaps had lower prices on them than these did. Like I said, I didn't see any completed listings, at least of this scent. I did see other completed listings. And the soaps didn't seem to be going for that much money. So I left the soap behind and I took the other two pieces. And the woman's like, oh, please take the soap too. She's like, please don't just leave the soap there. So she gave that to me for free, which worked out. I think my camera's crooked. And then the other thing I bought from her, which she said works, but then of course, I'm missing a piece. I can still get it, but I am missing the piece that goes into the adapter here. I think this part goes in there. Yeah. And then I need this piece that has the prongs that go in the outlet. And I know we have one around here someplace, but Lord knows I can't find it. So I got to keep looking for one. Either that or I can find one online. But this, I paid 20 bucks for this. This is a Scan Snap S1300i, and it's basically one of those little, come on, wake up. It's basically one of those document scanners, those portable document scanners. So as soon as I find the right plug for it, fingers crossed, the thing works. She said it did. So I think I can get, I think like 70, maybe a little more. I don't know. I looked this up a few weeks ago and it's been a while. So you're gonna have to cut me some slack with my estimated sale prices, because I don't remember what a lot of my research was from like, wow, 3 weeks ago. Let's see. Okay, and then the other sale I went to on Saturday, I wish I had gotten there earlier, because she was selling stuff dirt cheap, like giving it away. Apparently they were selling their house and moving their whole lives into an RV and just driving around the country, which would probably make me twitch, but to each his own. You know, I would like to do it and go around the country for a few weeks, but that's it. I couldn't live like that, you know, permanently. But I bought a bunch of stuff from her. I had a whole pile of things, and I went up to her and I said, how much? And she looked at me, she's like, I don't know, like $5? I was like, what? Okay. You know, I wish she'd had some more things. I would have made another pile, but there wasn't, you know, too much else that I could find that was worth paying for that day. But I did find some little tart pans for my daughter, like little metal tart pans about this big. And it was funny because I think I paid 50 cents for 6 of them that were in the pack. And then that next Monday we had to go to baking camp at Sur la Table in the mall that's like 45 minutes away from us. And while she went into the kitchen to start baking camp, I'm walking around and I saw the same exact tart pans, but they were selling them separately, and they wanted $4 a pop for each one. I'm like, what are you, nuts? That's the one thing about doing this for so long. It really does mess with your head when you actually go to a real store, because you look at prices, like actual prices on things, and you're like, I am not paying that. I'll just wait till I find it at a garage sale. No way. Let me show you what the other things I got from her. Where did the mug go? Oh, here it is. I got one coffee mug from her, This, and if anyone's had kids in the past 20 years, you probably know what this is. This is if you give a mouse a cookie mug that goes along with the book. There's a series of children's books, and the woman who illustrated those, I guess, and did the artwork for this mug, and her name is Felicia Bond, 1993, for kid stamps. But there's like, if you give a mouse a cookie, if you take a mouse to the movies, if you give a moose a something, I don't know, I can't remember them all, but we had them all. And my kids loved them. So I saw this, I knew what it was. I had never seen it if you give a mouse a cookie mug before, and it was in really good shape. So I picked this up, put that up for auction because there's nothing else like it on eBay. So we'll see what happens with that. You know, maybe I'll get a few bids, maybe I won't get anything. We'll see. But I'll talk about auction prices again in a little bit because I had some people ask me about that particular topic. I did find some cross-stitch kits there. Like I said, everything was about 50 cents a piece. So I got this Sunset, the Greatest Gifts kit, kind of like this Tuscan scene with the wine and the fruit and the cheese and all that stuff. I actually got 2 of those, brand spanking new. Then I got this Dimensions baby sampler called New Little Baby Birth Record. So probably about 10 bucks a piece plus shipping on the 3 of those. And then these I've never bought before, but it's just something I have a feeling about. And I checked eBay, and the prices are kind of up and down on them. But these are Letraset instant lettering packets. They're like rub-ons. And for all you crafters that may still watch my channel that I don't have any crafting on anymore, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But you cut out the design that you want, and then you take a popsicle stick or something and you rub it over a piece of paper or whatever you're putting it on, and it transfers the design to whatever you want to put it on. So there's all these, this one has all these symbols in it. This one actually has the rub-on tool with it. It's not plastic either, I think it's metal. Yeah. So there's that. But there's all kinds of things in here, symbols and computers, really old looking computers. And the other one I think is basically just letters. Yeah, these are all letters. A few of them are used, but for the most part, they're pretty complete. So I think I'm going to put these all up together as one big lot. Paid $1 total for both of them, and I think I can get at least 40 out of them, maybe a little bit more. So we'll have to see. Fingers crossed on that one. But that's, again, that's something that's going to go up at auction. And then the last 2 things that I bought from her were these purse. These are actually purse shells. And I'll explain that in a minute. These are, I get this in the right light so you can actually see it. These are Mishi bags. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it says M-I-C-H-E, and this one says Luxe. And then this one I think is just a plain Mishi. But anyway, what these are is, it's a company that makes, they make like a base bag that you fill up with all your stuff. And then they make all these outer shells. So you basically just take the base bag and pop it into any shell that you want, so that you don't have to keep transferring things from purse to purse to purse to purse. I know when I first saw these, I think they only had the hard-backed ones, which kind of, I think they magnetically fit over the base, and they just pop on with a couple magnets. And these are the soft leather ones. At least I think they're leather. Maybe not. I'll have to check. That go over a different base, and I've never seen these before. So I looked this one up on eBay, and I believe this one, and it's nice because I have the names inside. This one is the Mishi Lux Caracas. This one sells for, I believe, around $40, and the strap is in here also. Straps are in here. So they're in really, really nice shape. And like I said, 50 cents a pop. I could not pass those up. And this one is a Mishi Rebecca. And that one, maybe 20, maybe squeak a little more out of that than 20, but we'll see. So, really good buy with those two things. I wish she'd had like, you know, a million of them. But that was it for that sale. And then on Sunday, I hit the Temple sale in New Brunswick over by Rutgers, which I've been going to for probably my fifth year now, something like that. And this is one of those ones where they give you numbers, and even though they give you numbers, people cannot follow simple instructions and will crowd the door, and you feel like you're about to get trampled on. Like, you know, it's like herding cattle to get into this place, and it's insane. I wish they would put like those barriers so that you would have to like stand in line to get in the door, and everybody kind of, you know, zigzags in and out, because it's crazy and I just don't get it. But I got there around 8, started at 9. I brought my book. It was a gorgeous day, and I'm sitting outside, and of course this woman next to me starts talking to this man and his daughter, who I guess the daughter only sells clothes. She does a lot on Poshmark. She also does eBay. But this woman talking to him just had diarrhea of the mouth, and she would not stop talking. And normally I tune those people out and I just read my book, but she was so loud. And she kept trying to include me in the conversation, even though I was trying to read my book. And you guys know I don't like clothes. I don't care. They're not interesting to me. And she kept trying to include me in the conversation. I'm like, yeah, I really don't buy clothes. But she kept trying until finally she was standing in a handicapped parking spot, and someone wanted to pull into the spot that was working the sale that day, and she had to move. And when she moved, the car separated us. So that I didn't have to listen to her anymore. What did you, like, give the woman a big hug when she got out of the car. Like, thank you. But this sale is usually really good for me. And this time around, it was just kind of like, meh. I think I spent $25. I don't really have exact prices on everything, because you kind of go from room to room to room to room. And then they write you a receipt, and it has a dollar number on it. And by the time you get home, you can't really remember which room you bought stuff in. So I'm going to say everything costs maybe 50 cents to $2, depending on what it was. But like I said, I spent less than $25 on everything you're going to see. So first of all, I bought a Creative Memories 5x7 photo album. Maybe squeak 10 out of that, 8 to 10. Nothing great. I did get some coffee mugs, of course. This one I have to clean up because it's really disgusting right here, which I just noticed. Ew. But I got 2 of these Dansk Bistro mugs. Maybe 20 for the set. Plus shipping, 15 to 20. Then I got this one only because it was Everyday White by Fitz and Floyd. I had no idea they did like basic China patterns like this. You know, normally their stuff is much more whimsical, and this is kind of very blah for them. But can't find anything else on eBay. So maybe 10 plus shipping on that. I got another Taylor and Ning mug. I've sold a lot of these in the past. This one I've never had before. This is the black and white one with the lion and a leopard or a jaguar, and then all these other cats. their heads sticking up, and then there's little mice on the bottom. This is from 1978. It's in really good shape. Probably 10 plus shipping on that. Then I got two little creamers slash pitchers. This little one I got is from Crate and Barrel, and that's the only reason I really picked it up, is because it said Crate and Barrel. I can't for the life of me figure out what this pattern name is. I looked on replacements, I looked on eBay, I can't find anything. So I just pretty much put, small ball style pitcher, and I also put large creamer, because essentially you could use this as a creamer. I put that in the title too, and I threw it up at auction for 10 bucks plus shipping, so we'll see what happens with that. And then this little one, the one I just showed you holds about 18 ounces. This little tiny one holds about 4. It's like a very dark cobalt blue color, and I bought this one because it says Ginori, Italy on the bottom. It's by Richard Ginori. Some of his stuff sells really, really well. This probably won't because it's just very basic. But I also popped that up at auction for 10 with free shipping. Then the other kind of housewares stuff that I bought from there was this little salt and pepper set. These are little birds, and I bought them because they are, this might not focus because it's too small, but these are Williams-Sonoma. If you can see that. Maybe about, well, maybe about nothing for them now because I just broke one. I told you I shouldn't do these early in the morning. Okay, well, they're going in the trash now, so nothing for those. I just like completely broke the tail off this guy. Anyway, moving on. Accidents happen. This is a little tile. I noticed this right away before I even turned it over. This is from, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, Nemal, Denmark. Nemal's the name of the company, I believe. I guess they did a whole series of these little month tiles or trivets or whatever you want to call them. So this is April. Maybe 10 to 15 on that. And then this is a Dansk vegetable bowl. I think the pattern's called Grapevine, and I think I might actually be able to squeak like 30 out of this, so that's good. Alright, I'm going to throw these birds out real quick. Please hold. Okay. So, that was it for houseware stuff. Then, of course, I went to look for cross stitch. I only found one thing, one measly little thing, but it should do pretty well since I only paid about $2 for it. This is a Tobin Baby. Whoops. This is going to stop recording any second now. This is a Tobin Baby cross stitch quilt, and brand new and sealed. Really cute image of this little boy praying, and so is his puppy, which I think is adorable, with this nautical theme. I put this up for auction, $39.99 with free shipping. It should go for that. Even if it doesn't go at auction, I'll probably flip it over into the store for the same price, and it'll eventually sell for that because that's pretty much what the others are selling for. But that particular design isn't too common, so that's a good thing. Then I found this set of Deborah Lippmann nail polishes, and it's funny because I knew as soon as I saw them, I just threw them right in my bag. And I think a few days before that, I had never heard of Deborah Lippmann in my life, but every day I check HSN and QVC's website just to see what their today's specials are. and just to see what's selling, what's popular. You know, I hardly ever actually buy them, but one day the week before I found this, they actually had, I think it was HSN, had a set of these Deborah Lippmann nail polishes, and they're pretty pricey. I'm like, okay. So as soon as I saw these, I threw them in my bag, and I think I can get about 25 to 30 out of those. I can't remember exactly what price I put them up for. I know I put them up for buy it now, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Then I also found, and this was buried under stuff, I had to go looking for it, but this is a bottle of Yves Saint Laurent Coros Eau de Toilette. This is for men. I think it's at least 50% full. I hate when they do these opaque bottles and you have to kind of guess at how much is in here. It's really annoying. But I should still be able to get, I think, 30 out of that too. And then the last thing I found in kind of the health and beauty part of the sale was this. This is a bottle of 613 by Wen. I didn't even know that this line existed, but it's an ultra nourishing daily cleansing treatment. Again, one of those things where you're supposed to put like half a bottle on your head. So to me, it just doesn't make it worth it money-wise to buy this stuff, especially with me. I have such thick hair, I would have to buy like a bottle of this a week. Anyway, it is brand new and sealed, and I just sold it this morning for $35 with free priority shipping to Massachusetts. I think that can go in a flat rate envelope. If not, I'll throw it in a box because it's only going to Massachusetts, so it won't cost much to ship up there anyway. And then I went in the toy room, and this was the only thing I got there. This is called the Royal Game of or your, I don't know how you pronounce that. But it's a heavy little thing. This little part is pretty heavy. And of course the whole thing is complete except that I'm missing one of these tiny little white markers, but that shouldn't make a difference really. It's not missing any main game pieces. But I paid $1 for this, hoping to get at least 20 out of it. At least I should be able to. If not, that'll get popped into the consignment sale, which is like I think the first week in October. So I gotta get started now on that too. Yay. Like I don't have enough work to do. And the last few things I bought this just because, and I know it's not in the greatest shape, but there were no other ones on eBay, so I figured, you know, it's cheap, take a shot. This is a leather covered wooden box with 22 karat gold tooling on it. Obviously it says Yale University, their crest in the middle, and on the back it says Permo, a Permo product. Oh no, it's 24 karat gold, sorry, not 22 karat. Anyway, like I said, paid $1. It does have a lot of wear on the side, but it's something different that's not up on eBay, so for anybody that's going to Yale or went to Yale, you know, somebody might want it, so we'll give it a shot. Then for like 50 cents I picked up the Scentsy bar. It's watermelon mint for all those Scentsy tart warmers. I think this scent's been discontinued, so I put this up for like $8.50 with free shipping, so I shouldn't have a problem selling that. Then I got this little crystal piece, which is adorable, this little sleeping cat, and right here, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, there's a sticker right here and it says Mats Jonason, M-A-T-S, Jonason is J-O-N-A-S-S-O-N, and he's Swedish. It is also marked on the bottom, which is hard to see, but it's right here. I've sold a couple of his pieces before and did okay, so I think I put that up for $22.99 or $24.99 with free shipping. Shouldn't have a problem selling that. And last but not least, I saw this box sitting near the Yale box that I bought, and as soon as I looked at it, I just thought it looks like Taylor and Ning to me. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. And lo and behold, I turned it over, and it said 1983, designed by Taylor & Ning, San Francisco. So this is a little recipe box. It does have a little bit of wear on the outside, but all in all it's in pretty good shape considering it's 35 years old. And I have seen a few recipe boxes on eBay from them, but every one I've seen has like a ceramic tile inset in the top. It doesn't have a plain wooden top with a design, you know, painted or stamped on it or whatever. So I put this up for auction for 20 bucks with free first class shipping, I think, to see if I got any bites. So real quick, hopefully it's real quick, I wanted to talk to you about auctions. Somebody had a question about them. They want to know how I figure out how I price my auctions. There's no real science to it. You know, there's no solid, steadfast rules. Basically, if I have one big piece of advice, never, 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 never start anything out at 99 cents. I did that way back in the day when I was a complete moron, and I would never do it again, because you do all this work to find the item, take the pictures, do the listings, all that, and a lot of times it'll only sell for 99 cents. So don't do that. The vast majority of the time I will not even look at anything if I don't think I can get at least 10 bucks out of it, because then it makes it worth my time. There are little things like that little Scentsy warmer I just showed you, which I knew I had a few in the system already, so I knew it was easy to list and easy to ship, so I bought it and threw it up there for under 10 bucks. But what I usually do with an auction is I will come home with my stuff, I will research it. If there's a bunch of items that are similar or exactly like the one I'm selling, and they have pretty much set prices that they're selling for, I won't even bother doing an auction. I'll just throw it up there at a buy it now price that's pretty comparable with the rest of them. If it's something really weird that there's nothing else even remotely like it on eBay, I will put it up at auction. If I think it's something that should be expensive, I'll usually put, you know, a pretty high price tag on it just to see if I get watchers. I mean, hopefully I'll get a bid, but sometimes I put it up there just to see if I get watchers. And if I get watchers on it and I don't get bids, then when I put it in the store, a lot of times I'll either keep it at that high price or I might even go a little bit higher. And that's worked for me in the past. As far as other things go where you just really don't have any idea, if you can't find anything that's even similar to it, because if something's similar but you have one that's a little different, then, and it's the only one up on eBay, then try and sell it at auction, because that little difference, you know, might mean everything. It might mean the difference between the other one sold for 20 and yours sells for 75 because yours was a little different in some way, shape, or form. So don't be afraid to try stuff at auction. And my only other piece of advice is, if you really don't know where to put the price at, just look at the item and go, think to yourself, what would I be happy with if I only got one bid on this item? What am I willing to let this go for? And then just put it up for that price and see what happens. If you get a lot of watchers and no bids, then you can roll it over for a buy it now price and raise it a little bit. You can always add a best offer later or lower the price later. So I hope that helps. I know it's not, you know, a concrete kind of scientific way of pricing things, but eBay is not really a science. It's kind of a crapshoot when it comes to a lot of this stuff. So that's it, guys. I will talk to you later the next time. Let's see, I have garage sales to show you, and then the video after that will be another big rummage sale, the last one at the Catholic school over in Pennsylvania before school starts again. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.